Westview High School on the map officially in Class 2A.
And the Westview Warriors go to 25-3 on the year. Troy Neely wins his second state championship.
Hostetler.
Oh, tough move by Scott Hostetler. Bounce pass to Rensberger. And he puts it in off the glass. Now he'll pump it up from the left side and hit.
Looking to grab. That's trouble when you find Yoder that wide open.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to another exciting evening of Westview Warrior basketball, streaming live at LaguanaMedia.com. This is Jerry Hostetler along with Jamie Miller, and tonight we're back at Westview to bring you a Northeast Corner Conference matchup featuring the 4-0 Westview Warriors and the 2-0 Central Noble Cougars. So something has to give tonight. One of these teams will suffer their first loss of the 2018-19 season when this evening is over. It's homecoming here at Westview, and tonight's game is brought to you by the following business sponsors: the Blue Gate Restaurant in Shipshewana, by Mike's Automotive Service in Topeka, by Frurup May Funeral Home in LaGrange, and also by Height Auto Body in LaGrange, Topeka Do It Best Hardware Store, and also Topeka Pharmacy, Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, and Weaver Furniture in Shipshewana, by Jerry's Standard in Middlebury, and by the Hometown Treasure, as well as Yoder Insurance Company, Quality Floor in Topeka, by Frontline Auto Tech in Shipshewana, also by Yoder's Shipshewana Hardware and Troyer's Saddlery. And our halftime trivia contest is brought to you by Shipshe Pizza. And our individual sponsors this year are Dan and Dawn Byler, John and Leslie Cook, Tim and Donna Height, Jerry and Fran Hostetler, Josiah and Candace Parker, Jim and Liz Stump, Tim and Kim Taylor, and Roger and Esther Winger. Well, Jamie, tonight we have the first, or the second actually, conference game on tap here at Westview. This time it's a home game for Westview as they play the Central Noble Cougars. And you were mentioning before we went on the air that Central Noble looks a little athletic out there.
Yeah, the last time these two teams played was the sectional semifinal, and we won that game by 39 points.
Right.
Central Noble returns quite a bit of that group, including their top players. They start 3 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore, so they have a lot of experience. They're not going to be intimidated by playing here. If you remember, Central Noble's starting point guard had injured his knee and wasn't even able to play in the sectional last year, so that hurt him and made it look worse than it really was. And so I'm sure they've had that game circled, or this game circled since then, and they're going to come out with confidence. They have really good shooters, and they move the ball well. They pass the ball well. If you want to win sectional, you got to win. But if you want to win the conference, I think you've got to win this game. There's not going to be much margin for error this year. If you get an early loss, it's going to be really hard to come out on top of the conference.
Oh, you've got a couple of conference games coming up in a row. The next game will be next Friday over at Angola. And I thought maybe that might be a tough game at the beginning of the year, but Angola was beaten by, now I can't remember. Central Noble, yeah, that's right. So, I think there's some parity in the conference this year, and it should be an interesting season, but I still think Westview is the strongest.
I think we're the favorite, no doubt about it. We also, I think one of the things the coach reminded his team of the other night after we got back from Northwood is that, and this was with the JV and the varsity, is that we have a target on our back.
That's right.
We normally do anyhow, but this year we're ranked number 1. We came off almost going to state last year, and so everybody's gunning for us. And so you got to come out ready every game, and not just ready, you got to play well. And tonight, I think we'll play hard, we'll play well. I'm pretty confident Central Noble will do the same, and we will hopefully come out on top.
Well, I hope we'll enjoy the home court tonight, because it's going to be a while before we get back here after tonight.
That's right. We play
Angola next Friday.
And then we play the NECC. The first couple of rounds are away.
Right.
There's possibly toward the end of the NECC, depending how it falls, because we follow the girls' lead this year, possibly we could get a home game out of it. But our next scheduled home game is January 18th against Fairfield.
That's amazing. That's over a month.
5 weeks away.
Yeah.
So
unbelievable.
A great way to come back home. There'll be some excitement in the air that night, because right now Fairfield's undefeated as well.
That's right.
4-0.
Yeah.
So 5-0.
They're going to be tough this year too in the conference. Look by them. That's for sure.
Yeah, so we're getting into the heart of the schedule, and it's one of the fun begins, really, where all the hard work you've done and everything hopefully comes to fruition.
Warsaw is also next week, I think. Don't we play them right? Or no, that's after the Lakeland game, right? Or is that after the Angola game?
Who's that?
Warsaw.
Oh, Warsaw, yeah. It's after, let's see, we play Angola next. That is Friday. And then a week from then, we play Lakeland. And the very next night, we play Warsaw.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's back-to-back at Lakeland, at Warsaw. And back-to-back on the road is tough. Anytime.
No, definitely.
Even the NBA teams, when they go back-to-back, half of them don't expect to win the second night because they're tired. Now, this isn't quite that grueling. You're not flying from state to state, but it's going to be. And then we go a week later and down play Center Grove.
Oh, so, that'll be an easy game.
Who has one of the fifth-ranked player in the state on their team.
Right. And
so lots of excitement coming up.
Definitely. We'll take a break here, and I'll be back to talk to head coach Rob Yoder of the Westview Warriors right after this 30-second timeout.
Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is capable of performing a wide variety of common home maintenance and remodeling services. We can help you with everything from garbage disposal installation to fixing a leaky faucet. We work in the kitchen, the bathroom, the attic, the garage, and anywhere else that might need attention. With help from Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, you know that you'll be receiving quality work from a fully trained, licensed, and insured professional. Call us today at 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
We're back in the locker room with head coach Rob Yoder of the Westview Warriors. And, Rob, before we talk about the conference game coming up tonight with Central Noble, let's talk about the game on Thursday night against Northwood. I thought your team got off to a little bit of a slow start there, but a pretty impressive win over Northwood.
Yeah, I think that a couple things. I think we were playing hard defensively, but Northwood was really patient with the ball. And then they made most of the shots they took. Even if we kind of defended them well, it seemed like they made shots, perimeter shots, and made all shots. We weren't as sharp as we needed to be on the offensive end, and they switched defenses a lot, and we just didn't make shots as good. We probably took too many jump shots in proportion with the interior shots, and so we had to clean some things up. I thought in the third quarter we were pretty good at getting hands on balls, making it really hard for them. We obviously extended the pressure a little bit more so they couldn't take so much time off the clock on their offensive possessions, and that seemed to help us. And it always helps when you make a few shots, and we made some shots in the third quarter and kind of build a cushion from that point forward.
Well, yeah, we were getting the shots in the first quarter, but they just weren't falling for us. I thought maybe part of it was maybe adjusting to having their new teammate in there with Nick playing his first game. But I thought you guys, the turning point was when you put pressure on the smaller team in Northwood, and that seemed to shake them up a little bit.
Yeah, we definitely got a few steals out of there and transition opportunities and fouls. They fouled a couple times getting back when we did get steals or get stuff in transition. So, and you're right. Nick's first game, and although he looked really good for a first game coming off of a surgery, it's still first game, and he's going to get better rapidly here. We know in the next 2 weeks he's going to look like a different player. So good start for him, and if that's his starting point, we got some bright things coming for him, and hopefully he'll make our team a lot better.
Okay, let's turn our attention now to Central Noble. They come in here undefeated, 2-0, 1-0 in the conference. Some of their better players maybe aren't back where they played last year, but they still have Zolman, and there's a few other familiar names on the roster. What do you expect from Central Noble tonight?
I think they got a really good team this year. I think that obviously Zolman is a guy that everybody's going to remember, but a lot of those guys that are playing have experience that played, and Deck played a lot last year, got hurt at the end of the year, and so they got a lot of players that have varsity experience, meaningful minutes. They shoot well. They are really a guard-oriented team, which means they have good skill. They can pass and dribble and shoot it. And we know we're going to have to play really well tonight. We got to be sharp on the defensive end, especially with Zolman and how quickly he shoots it and how accurately he shoots it. And then on offense, we got to be sharp because they have in the past here recently done a lot of different things defensively with us. And like most games, we need to be prepared for not only man defense and zone defenses, but also some box and one and triangle and two defenses. And so we got to be prepared to play against about anything. Okay, and you mentioned Nick. He came out of that game pretty well, obviously, physically, right? Yeah, he was not sore, other than I would say almost normal, normal wear and tear on your body or soreness after a game. He wasn't sore after. He wasn't sore the next day. He had a good practice and was good and crisp this morning and shoot around. So I really believe he's on the upswing right now, and so it should be a good time for us. Everybody else healthy also? We are healthy right now. That's a good thing. Okay, what about the starting lineup tonight? We'll start the same lineup we did. So we'll start Dennis and Josh and Elijah and Nick as seniors, and then Charlie will start at a guard spot. Okay, good luck tonight, Coach. Okay, thank you. That was Rob Yoder, head basketball coach at Westview. We'll be back with more with Jamie's keys to the game right after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to Westview Warrior Basketball at LaguanaMedia.com.
When you're turning your house into a home, your furniture plays a big part in the finished product. You'll love the finished products at Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana. Come see the Weaver family. They will work with you to find a piece that fits your needs, or they'll have it custom built just for you. Weaver Furniture Sales is located just south of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana. Visit their website at weaverfurnituresales.com.
Westview High School for the keys to the game tonight. As you heard on the coach's interview, Zolman is Central Noble's best player. And one thing he does really well is just catch and shoot. And he has range out to probably 23, 24 feet. And so one of our keys tonight is no catch and shoot for 24, Zolman. And I think you're going to see a plan a little bit similar to what we had against LaVille last year in the sectional semifinal, in that they had several shooters that were good at catching and shooting. And our game plan, we executed flawlessly and really limited that. They couldn't even get a shot off. Now, I don't know if we'll be that good tonight. It's early in the season, but that's a key. 2, we got to execute against multiple defenses. Rob mentioned it in the interview. They're going to come out and probably throw everything at you they can. Northwood did the same thing. Any team's got to. If they just play us straight up, we'll kill them, so to speak. Charlie's really good at getting in the post one-on-one, and they're going to try to take that away. And number 3, we got a defensive rebound. We didn't do that real well the other night against Northwood. We don't want to give these other, if they miss and they get a rebound and kick it out, then they're wide open on the rebound. Right. And those are tough to defend. So I think those are 3 keys to be successful here tonight.
All right, Westview might have their work cut out for them. Of course, everybody comes in here wanting to knock off the Warriors because they're the team to beat. And you mentioned it earlier, Jamie, that last year's sectional win was rather, it wasn't even close to put it.
Yeah, I think it was over, by the end of the first quarter maybe?
Yeah,
I can't
a few
remember
minutes
exactly
in,
the scoring.
Yeah, it was a thrashing pretty much.
Well, it was a big win for us because we had just come off that highly anticipated LaVille game, which was, I mean, it was packed to you couldn't even find a place to stand in here for that game. But it was a fun sectional, and most of their players are back. I don't know who they lost for sure, and they are going to be ready for a chance for redemption. You know, if we had got beat by somebody by 40 last year, I'm sure we'd be ready.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So they'll come out. I thought their JV team came out and played really hard right at the beginning. It took us a while to get going and figure them out. And the JV Westview defeated Central Noble 57-33. And some of the scoring there, Ben Burkett, we had 4 guys in double figures and almost 5, which is incredible for JV. Ben Burkett had 12, or Burkett had 12. Drew Miller had 2. Mason Yoder had 10. Caleb Corey had 10. Brandon Lehman had 4. Luke Miller had 11, and Lyndon Miller, his brother, had 8. So
pretty impressive.
Yeah, I thought we handled the ball well. They pressed a lot. We passed it really well. Most of our shots were layups. I think we hit a couple of threes, and that's about it. Everything else was a layup, but that's what happens when you execute against the press.
Yeah, our press break was working to a T, didn't it?
Yeah,
I don't think
it
they
really
had much
was.
problem.
It was one of those things you're kind of wondering why Central Noble didn't stop pressing, because we were just shooting layups. I mean, you could come back and stand in a zone, if nothing else, and stop our layups at least.
It was almost like they just wanted to work on it and for the next opponent they had or whatever. They didn't want to.
I think it needs a little more work.
Yeah.
Well, we have a lot of skill out there, and we pass the ball, I think, exceptionally well for a JV team. And I think we showed that tonight. We broke it easily. And
a lot of assists, like you said.
Yeah, really did. And one thing about our JV team, if you haven't watched them play, is they can score. You know, there's some years where if you get in the 30s or low 40s, you're doing well. One thing that helps is now they're 7-minute quarters instead of 6.
Well, that does, but still, I mean, having 4 in double digits on a JV is pretty unusual.
Yeah,
they share what they had tonight.
They just share the ball really well. So.
Right. All right, we're getting set for our national anthem here tonight. That's going to be sung by Lindsay Stoltzfus, another talented singer here at Westview.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Beautiful job done by Lindsay Stoltzfus, the student here at Westview High School. And as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, tonight was homecoming night at Westview, and congratulations to Grace Miller, who was crowned the queen, and Brandon Esch the king in that homecoming court tonight. So congratulations to those two. And we're getting set for the starting lineups now for Central Noble and Westview. Central Noble coming in at 2-0 overall, 1-0 in the conference. Coming off a win at Angola, 48-45 last Friday evening. And they're coached by John Bodie in his 3rd year at the helm of the Central Noble Cougars. They'll go at one guard with Nick Allwine, a 6'3" senior. And another guard will be Lewis Deck, who was injured during the sectional last year, wasn't available for the sectional. 6'1" junior. Also starting Sawyer Yoder, a 6'4" sophomore, wearing number 22, and Ridley Zolman, a 6' senior, wearing number 24. Jacob Groves also, I think we missed him, coming out, the 5'11" senior, number 3. Dennis Wingard will start at one guard, a 5'11" senior, averaging 4.8 points per game for the Warriors. Charlie Yoder wears number 5, 6'5" junior, leads his team in scoring with a 23.8 point per game average. And another guard will be Elijah Hales, 6'4" senior, averaging 17.8 points per game, wears number 13. And a forward will be 6'1" senior Josh Hostetler, averaging 12.5 points per game. And they shot the eyes out of from the free throw line. He's 9 out of 9 coming into tonight's game from the free throw line. And Nick Rensberger, in his second game of the season, will start tonight, 6'5" senior, and he canned 10 points against Northwood on Thursday evening. Westview comes in at course number 1 in 2A, and they are number 17 overall in the state of Indiana. So it'll be Charlie Yoder going up center court to begin this ball game against Ridley Zolman, 6' senior. Tip is in the air. It's controlled by Central Noble. Brose gets it, and he'll hand it off to Allwine, or rather Deck. Deck gets it to Allwine. Now to Zolman, a long three is off the mark. Rebound Charlie, quick outlet pass to Hales, and it's up court. Good job on that first possession by the Warriors.
We haven't dribbled yet.
Wow. So Nick Rensberger scores the first 2 points of the evening.
Well, that I'll tell you right there, Nick's knee feels pretty good.
He beat
everybody down the court.
Yes, he did. He got up the court in a hurry. Allwine cross courts it. That's Yoder. Sawyer Yoder. Yes, other teams do have Yoders on their team as well. Shots in the air, no good. Rebound this time by Hales. He'll get it to Hostetler. Josh to Elijah. Now to Wingard. High post left side is Rensberger, down to Josh. Down on the baseline to Hales. Good move underneath by Hales, and he's fouled as he puts the shot in.
One thing that having Nick back lets us do that maybe is overlooked when he's not in there is it lets us put Elijah on the other team's best player.
True.
And having him, he got caught on screen on that first possession, and Zolman got a shot off, but he missed, fortunately.
Westview up 5-zip. A little over a minute into this ball game. Lucas Deck goes right side with it to Zolman. He'll get it out front now to Brose. They'll go right side to Allwine. Back to Zolman. Zolman drives it into the paint. Hales cut him off, so he gets it out of trouble to Allwine. Allwine to Deck. And we have a traveling violation on Deck out front. He tried to make the move down the lane.
Well, you can see our scouting report has taken away what they like to do, and so they're kind of just staying in their coaches, encouraging them to move a little more out there on offense. It's like they're in a 2-box-and-1 right now.
And Rensberger pops it from the baseline. Nice smooth shot by Nick from about 12 feet out. Lucas Deck goes left side with it to Allwine. Allwine up top, it'll come to Sawyer Yoder. Back left side now to Deck. Deck with Dennis Wingard on him. He'll go left side to Allwine. Now to Brose for three, and it's going to be shortened over the glass. So it'll go back to Westview with 5:53 to go in the first quarter. Hales quickly up court. Goes to Josh Hostetler. He's left open for three, and he hits.
Well, not a bad start.
10-zip, no. Timeout on the court. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this. And we're back at Westview. Westview out to a quick 10-0 lead over Central Noble. And Coach John Bodie wanted to talk it over with his Cougars.
Well, you always look better when your shots go in, but we've come out intense tonight.
It's a little bit different start than we had at Northwood. Bros underneath scores the first two for Central Noble on the pass inside. Hales out front to Rensberger. Back to Hales, wide open for three, and it's off the mark, and now we have a whistle, and they're going to call Charlie over the back?
I think they call a push-off.
Okay.
Either way, it's on him.
First team foul on Westview. Connor Essigen coming in. And also number 15, and I don't have him on my score sheet here, for Central Noble. Deck, spin move inside, he puts it in. Little jump hook, no good off the baseline by Josh Hostetler. Here comes Zolman. Coast to coast, he misses. Rebound comes to Central Noble. Now to Yoder, he'll drive and be fouled on a reach in.
Yoder is probably their best athlete. You can tell he's long and bouncy.
I remember him from last year. 6'4" sophomore, so he played as a freshman.
I remember him on the JV. He was throwing in shots from.
Now they lobbed it into Yoder. He can't get it to fall.
We should be prepared for that play. That's the one we run all the time.
Right. Hales, inside pass beautifully to Wingard, but he gets caught in traffic and ends up traveling.
Well, that timeout had its desired purpose. It slowed our momentum, and now we're scuffling a little bit.
That's right. Carson Caps, I guess, is number 15 instead of 25, so make that change in my
switch
score
one
sheet.
up on you. Huh?
Yeah. With the ball is Deck, bounces it inside to Yoder. Leaping shot inside the lane is good. 10-6. So 6 straight points rattled off here by Central Noble. Rensberger to Hales. Hales will pop it from 3 and off the mark, but Rensberger with the offensive board. The putback's no good, but he's fouled from the front. I guess I thought it was from behind, but I think they're going to call it on Zolman. Nope, it was in front.
The last time Nick played against Central Noble, remember he had just come back from his knee surgery.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe he was certainly not full speed.
So
but I think he played some against LaVille, and then he would have played some in the championship.
Second shot by Nick is good. He had 6 already tonight, so half of the Warriors' 12 points. 4:09 to go in the first quarter. Deck in control. Cross courts it in the corner. Asigian misses a shot from long range, and Dennis Wingard pulls it off the glass. He'll go to Josh Hostetler. In the corner right side to Hales. Rensberger. Ball knocked away. Josh recovers and then tries to get the outlet pass. They stole it away, and leads to a breakaway layup by Lucas Deck. There is some talent on that Central Noble team. They're quick, showing some quickness here. Now we have a hold called on Central Noble.
Well, when you have 3 seniors and a junior starting, and a sophomore that's played a lot, they're not going to get mentally taken out of the game after a 10-0 deficit.
Right. CG picks up the foul, or rather Caps, I believe. Shot inside. Charlie Yoder with his first two. 14-8 now Westview. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Ball knocked away by Josh Ostetler, picked up by Yoder, and he's fouled. That'll go against Sawyer Yoder.
Good quick hands that time by Josh to start that initial series. Much to the chagrin of the crowd behind us, who thought it was a foul.
Now maybe we should move to the other side next year, huh? Get some friendly people behind us. Hales has it tipped inside on the attempted pass, and it's stolen away. Central Noble with it. Sawyer Yoder, he'll get it back out front to Deck. Deck will swing it over to Segian. Now they tried to alley-oop it inside, but it was deflected and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westview. It'll be Central Noble retaining possession.
Right now we've switched it up a little bit. Well, now we switched back. We did have Elijah on Yoder and we had Dennis on Zolman.
Ball right through the wickets of Yoder, I believe it was. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Westview ball on the turnover. Allwine coming back in. And he's going to check in, give Sawyer Yoder a rest.
Of course, we want to win tonight, but I think it's also kind of important to win by a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I think we want to send a message. We want them to not think that they can come in here in sectional and beat us.
Right.
You know, not that it couldn't happen either way, but.
Well, that three by Josh will help. We have an offensive foul called on the baseline on Lucas Deck. So he lowered his shoulder. Much to the displeasure of John Bode, he's given an earful to the official down here in front of us.
Well, John's an experienced coach and good with referees, and you know he doesn't overreact to things that are in the gray area.
Oh, he's coming.
He's going hard now,
yeah,
though.
If he would have taken one more step, I think they would have teed him up.
I think he didn't like the explanation he got.
That could be. Litweiler's in now for Westview. Dennis Winger had come out. Rensberger, Josh Ostetler, back to Rensberger at the free throw line. He'll go left side, Litweiler left open. Out front to Hales, inside Rensberger fakes. Now Josh again with the three, and he hits! Does he really have 9? I guess he
he's
does.
had threes. Three threes.
And we have a tie-up, and it's going to be Westview's ball on the alternate possession.
Josh has really come out and played well these first 6 minutes. He's got a couple of tie-ups he's forced or steals and hit 3 threes. And just showing that you can't leave our other players open.
Minute 50 to go in the first quarter. Rensberger left open off the right side and hits. Boy, you can see the confidence.
Yeah,
in
he's improved that shot so much.
Shot by Caps off the glass. No good. Good rebound by Hales as he cleans the glass. He'll give it to Josh. Now Litweiler. And Litweiler trying to pass it across to Rensberger. Hits the side of the backboard.
One thing, speaking of Litweiler, not to bring him up because of that, but he played really well the other night against Northwood and really helped us in that third quarter. And it's going to be key as we go forward to develop that.
Oh, he's only a sophomore, isn't he?
Right.
Yeah. He's got some length and
well, he's just a really smart basketball player.
Now we have a whistle and a block. That's going to go against Drew.
Got him for a little hand check there.
67 seconds to go in the first quarter. Westview with a pretty commanding lead at this point, 22-8.
And Charlie has, he's got 2 points, but only one shot.
Yeah. Good feed inside. Caps puts it in on the pass from F.
That time Charlie gambled on the steal and missed, and his guy he was defending smartly went to the basket.
Yeah, Central Noble looks well coached.
Yeah, they're going to do well in the conference. This will be a good win.
Shot by Charlie, fall away three is good. His first of the night. And that lengthens the Westview lead to 15 now, 25-10 with 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. High arching three is off the mark. Rebound, Nick Rensberger.
I'm sure we'll go for one here.
And we're down to 10 seconds now as Hales holds it in the center circle. Now he's going to drive on deck, and it's stolen away. Allwine comes up with the ball, or Zolman rather, and he puts it up at the buzzer, and it won't go. So we played 8 minutes of basketball from Westview in this Northeast Corner Conference matchup between the Westview Warriors and the Central Noble Cougars. It's all Westview so far. Westview 25 and Central Noble 10. Back with second quarter action right after this.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
8 minutes in the book here at Westview, and the Warriors off to a great start.
25. What were we talking the other night?
100?
It's been 18 years since we've hit 100.
1999, 2000 years.
That was the last year.
Yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't anticipate it continuing at this rate, but you never know.
And Central Noble inbounding to begin the second quarter. Long range three by Asigian, and he hits.
Well, that was an unexpected shot. Where'd he come from?
Yeah, freshman.
He's a freshman?
Yep. Charlie fall away two, this time no good. Rebound pulled down by Zolman. He'll outlet it to Deck, and it gets into the hands of Asigian, or Caps, and he travels.
Well, I suppose there's a reason you're on the varsity as a freshman. You got some kind of skill at least that the team can use, and shooting is never overrated. And speaking of, we were 9 for 11 in that first quarter.
9 for 11, holy moly. We need to improve on that, don't we?
Well, we've already missed 2 this quarter.
Yeah,
so
shot by Caps again. This time it's long, but he's fouled. So even 9 for 13 isn't too bad.
Well, both of these teams are well schooled, and they have skilled players on both sides. So it sounds simple, but it comes down to who shoots better.
That's true. Caps spins it out. Misses his first free throw. Jordan Schrock coming in for the first time tonight. Is Josh Hostetler will get a rest. Dennis Winger checking back in for Litweiler.
I would expect that Central Noble would shoot better from the free throw line than their JV team did. We beat them by 24. I think they were 6 for 21 from the free throw line.
Yeah, I didn't see him hit very many when I was here watching. Caps' second shot is up, and this one goes. 25-14, Westview by 11.
A man-to-man defense this possession.
Yoder to Jordan Schrock on the baseline. He'll go to Rensberger. Out front to Hales. Minute gone in the second quarter. Rensberger inside to Wingard. That's knocked away and stolen. Sawyer Yoder. He'll get it across court to Asigian. And he travels.
There'd be one thing to nitpick at this first half for us is our turnovers. We've had some uncharacteristic forced passes, and that last one was one of them. I think that's 4 or 5 turnovers now for us. Just need to relax and do that.
Good pass inside to Charlie, released underneath for the open shot. 27-14. I will say Central Noble does have quick hands.
And they got some length.
Yeah,
they're
they do.
6'4" at a few positions. And
Well, that's an NBA three. Misses. Lucas Deck on the long-range shot there. Wingard got in the air, got it off in time. Charlie drives toward the basket. He was fouled before he made the shot, so he'll be fouled. And it'll be a non-shooting foul. Foul goes against Allwine.
yeah, after that first quarter, it's hard to keep the interest of the fans almost. It was such a good quarter. It's
yeah.
like, what do you do to top that?
Right. It's gotten a little bit quiet.
Besides throw a dunk down or something. And
We haven't seen that this year.
when's the last time we've had one of those here?
It's been a while. Shots long by Charlie. Loose on the floor. Picked out of there by Caps. Pass down court to Allwine, and he lays it in.
That's about 3 times they've beat us down the floor now for a layup.
And that's unheard of against a Westview team.
Yeah, they're athletic, and I think they're leaking a guy out whenever their shot goes up.
Yoder's shot misses again from long range. Sawyer Yoder from Central Noble pulls down the rebound. Shot by Zolman from 3 is good. Westview with an 8-point lead now, 27-19, as Central Noble's caught fire here 3 minutes into this second quarter.
Well, like you were saying, they're beating us down the floor, and we're not. When they got to play against our half-court defense, they're not getting great shots. But in transition, we're not doing very well at stopping their penetration or shooters.
Back in is Lucas Deck for Central Noble, and Nick Allwine will come out. Charlie Yoder will be at the free throw line, shooting 1-1. And he'll get the bonus.
I think Charlie's missed 3 shots in a row, so sometimes you go to the free throw line, you kind of get it dialed back in.
Charlie shooting 29% from three-point land, 87% from 2 range, and 94% from the free throw line. Zolman, he gets it out front. Long range 3 by Asigian is no good. Rebound Dennis Wingard. He'll get it to Hales. Elijah stops up, passes left side to Rensberger. They'll swing it around, and Dennis has it go through his hands. He was looking for a quick pass inside. Looked away.
Yeah, it's like a wide receiver that almost catches it because
Right.
he sees the ground in front of him.
That's right.
Takes his eye off of it.
Caps goes left side to Deck. Deck jumper over Wingard's no good, and Dennis pulls down the rebound. Hales drives it toward the hole, and he's fouled as he goes in. I think it's going to be a shooting foul.
Well, either way, we got free throws.
That's true. And that's going to go against Carson Caps. That'll be his second. So it will be 1-1 coming for Elijah. And it's off the back of the rim, no good. Skying for the rebound was Zolman. And now we have a timeout. It's going to be called by Coach Bodie of Central Noble. It's going to be a full timeout here. 4 minutes, 43 seconds to go in the half. And we'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
He's shooting 79% from free throws this year. Elijah's shooting 94%.
Yeah, sorry, I saw Elijah. Yeah, you're right. See, I was on the wrong line. I looked down here.
Oh, I see. You got.
Yeah. And we're back at Westview. Correction, I said Charlie was shooting 94% for the free throw line while I was looking at Elijah Hale's stats. Charlie is shooting 79% from the free throw line. But he did make his only 2 free throws tonight. Well, he's hit 3, I guess. 3. I think I gave those last 2 to. Well, Elijah hit some too.
So with that miss, Elijah went from 94 to 88%.
Yep. And we have a foul on a reach in underneath there. That was on Connor Asigian. That'll be his second. And that will send Charlie Yoder to the free throw line again. 1-1. 4:34 to go in the first half. Shot is no good by Charlie. Chased down by Jordan Schrock. He's double teamed in the corner, but gets it out of trouble to Rensberger. He'll go to Wingard. Now to Charlie on the baseline. Drives it into the paint, then gives out to Rensberger on another jumper from just beyond about 11, 12 feet out. Nick's already evened his scoring output on Thursday night over at Northwood. He now has 10.
The 15-footer is a shot that in a lot of areas has almost gone extinct. You know, everybody wants to lay up or a three-pointer.
That's right.
And to have a guy that can consistently hit that is really an advantage.
Well, he certainly has tonight. I'm not sure whether he hasn't missed yet, has he? Shot from the corner's long. Rebound Hales. Quickly up court to Wingard. Bounce pass down low to Charlie. Loses a handle but regains possession. He'll put it up off the glass. In and out. No good. And now we have a foul over the back. It'll be on Charlie.
He has to recognize who's around him. That time there was 3 guys around him when he shot that. It almost went in, but somebody will be open if he has a difficult shot like that.
31-19 Westview. 3:50 to go in the first half. With the basketball's Bros. We'll get it to Deck. They'll swing it around to Sawyer Yoder. Now driving and putting it up is the freshman Asigian. He misses. Quickly up court to Charlie. He'll put it up and it won't go. Bros now. Up to Asigian and he puts it in off the glass. 10-point lead for Westview. Rensberger again. This time it's going to be short. Rebound Sawyer Yoder. He'll get it up court to Zolman. Zolman to Bros. Out front it'll come to Deck. Left side Zolman. The jumper from the baseline's good. That's a 2. And Central Noble back within 8. They just are hanging around. Wingard. Left open for 3. No good, but Charlie Yoder pulls down the offensive carom. He'll go to Hales. Hales puts it out front now, brings it out front, I should say. And we have an offensive foul against Westview, and it's going to go against Dennis Wingard this time. So a little bit of a spurt here by Central Noble as we get into the last couple minutes of this second quarter.
Yeah, our shot selection this quarter has not been good. And
when we've gotten good shots, they are not falling.
Right.
Deck out front, bounce pass down low to Yoder. Sawyer Yoder, it's blocked by Charlie, but he picks up his 3rd foul.
Well, I think that's a matchup Central Noble thinks they could exploit. You know, Yoder can really jump.
Right.
They're about the same size, lengthwise and body weight-wise, but I think Yoder has a little bit of a quickness advantage, and they're posting him up on Charlie to take advantage of that.
Yoder hits his first free throw tonight. He has 3. (31-24). Second shot is good by Yoder. Hales brings it up. Dennis Wingard down to Jordan Schrock. Rensberger will swing it back up to Hales. Good drive by Hales as he puts it in. 5 now for Elijah. Offensive foul is going to be called on Lucas Deck as he got him with the chicken wing.
Yeah, Lucas might be, he had that knee injury last year. He might be a little rusty. He's shown a little bit of hesitation. He's had some travels, had offensive fouls, so he's struggling a little bit right now. But good position that time by, Dennis guarding him?
Yes.
Dennis has had a little bit of a tough game too, but he has drawn a couple of fouls on him.
Jacob Thompson is checked in now for Deck. Thompson listed at 6'5". Doesn't look quite as big as Rensberger. In and out on a shot by Hales. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westview. It'll be Central Noble basketball.
Well, Elijah's just an inch off tonight.
Yeah, he is.
On everything. So maybe he gets a little tired, or maybe they'll start swishing in.
Minute 40 to go in the first half. Good second quarter for Central Noble.
Yeah, they've outscored us by 7 so far.
Yeah, we've only scored 8 points this quarter.
It's a good test. You know, there's going to be games this year and maybe in the tournament that one of our starters gets in foul trouble.
Oh, my.
Like I said, he doesn't need much room to shoot, does he?
No, he doesn't. That was Zolman's second 3 tonight. 33-28. Jordan Schrock in the corner. Now we have a whistle. It's going to be a foul rather, on Central Noble underneath. I think Thompson picked that one up. That'll be his first. Once again, Westview will go to the line with Nick Rensberger shooting 1-1. 65 seconds to go in the first half. Nick now with 11.
It's probably our leading scorer, isn't it?
I believe so.
Certainly the leading scorer on the floor right now.
Right. Charlie has 10.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah. 1 3, 2 twos, and 3 free throws. Long 3 by Segian, and he misses.
Yeah, with the way Central Noble fires it up there, they're either going to be in the game or they're going to be out of it quick. Right now they're hitting them, except for that last one.
So is Nick. Hits another one off the baseline. 14 now for Nick.
And you can see that when they take bad shots, we get easy ones on the other end. When we take bad shots, they get easy ones on the other end.
Yeah.
So it's really crucial to at least get good ones, have the floor balanced. They want to go for one here. We want to try to make it tough on them.
Sawyer Yoder with Drew Litweiler on him. We'll get it to Bros. 15 seconds to go in a half. Bros drives it down the lane and tries to dish it off to Thompson, but Thompson was coming to the top of the circle. And it's a turnover. And Westview has plenty of time to get a shot in here with 8.2 seconds to go. Nick inbounds it, gets it into Hales. Hales. He'll take a fall away, and it's going to be no good, and it goes out of bounds. So 16 minutes are in the book here at Westview in this big conference game between Central Noble and Westview. And our score at halftime, Westview 37 and Central Noble 28. And it's time once again for our Shipsy Pizza halftime pizza giveaway trivia contest. So get your fingers all limbered up and get ready to text us your answer. Shipsy Pizza is located on State Road 5 north of Shipshewana. And the winner of tonight's contest will receive a certificate for a free large one-topping pizza from Shipsy Pizza. Please text your answer to the following number, 260-463-6505. Once again, that's 260-463-6505. In tonight's Shipsy Pizza trivia question is, how many times has Westview been undefeated in the NECC, that's the Northeast Corner Conference course, during the regular season? Once again, how many times has Westview been undefeated in the Northeast Corner Conference during the regular season? So text your answer to 260-463-6505. Good luck. We'll be back with, Jamie will be back with first half scoring right after this 60-second timeout. I better do it.
In a school of only 400 students, thousands gather to watch them play. Welcome to Westview High School, a powerhouse in the middle of a cornfield.
Defense is very important down here. It's not defense until you block out and go get the ball. It's not a defensive possession completed until you hit your man and one of our guys goes gets the basketball.
With Westview, that's what they want. Jason Yoder on the miss. Vance clears. And we have an offensive foul.
Big key was your defense. That's been our key all year, and we saw on tape that Paoli hasn't played against the kind of the traps and the pressure that we use all the time, so we felt that we could hurt him with it.
We've got a good following. I don't care if we had a bad year or a good year. It just seems like we have a following. It's just a community. They just stick together.
Up in the midst of Amish country, and that you would see 60 or 70-some buggies at every home game, a strong Amish following, and look at the following they have here today.
You must work for 32 minutes. Make sure we work together. 5-man, we screen, we cut, we keep the ball high, and we pop the ball around. Less dribble, more pass.
Christer in trouble, finds the open man. Randy Miller at the buzzer.
Always play strong from the triple threat position. Wild shots are just like a turnover, and then you got an offensive rebound. Go get it and don't stop until we score. On the line, one step man side, one step ball side, and when that ball fires on a skip or reversal, you are going. Anticipate. Don't wait till the ball's above your head. Move. Be ready.
And now your roster and starting lineup for the Westview Warriors.
Guys, there are a lot of things you can do on a weekend. There isn't one thing that's going to be more fun than stepping out on that floor tonight. Make sure you leave everything on the floor. You play hard. Let's go! Oh, let's go. Warriors, 1, 2, 3, Warriors! Let's go!
The Westview Warriors, Class 2A state champions. One that's well deserved.
I missed 3 games since 1967. I just like the game. I'd give my left arm if I could play basketball today.
There's nothing in the water here, but there's something in the people, the players, the fans, the band, the whistler. These are the ingredients to a winning tradition and a spectacular view of basketball.
Back at Westview High School, where it's Westview 37, Central Noble 28. Let's take a look at the individual scoring. First for the visitors from Central Noble. Number 3, Jacob Rose has 2 points. Number 4, Nick Allwine has 2 points. Number 5, Lucas Deck has 2 buckets for 4 points. Number 10, freshman Connor Esigian has 5. He had a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer. Number 22, sophomore Sawyer Yoder had 4 points, a basket and 2 free throws. Their leading scorer on the year, number 24, Ridley Zolman, has 8 points. He had shot, I think he had 2 3-pointers there in that second quarter. And number 15, Carson Capps, also hit for 3 points. He had a basket and a free throw. So a total of 28 for Central Noble. They had 10 in the first quarter and 18 there in the second. So I think defensively is where our focus will be at halftime, because 18 for any team is in one quarter is a lot of points.
Yeah, that was a totally different second quarter than what we
It definitely was.
In the first quarter.
And it shows their maturity, I believe, that they didn't get down after being down 25-10 after one quarter.
I've got an extra point in there somewhere. So, Ryan.
Somewhere in here, when I say these numbers, we're going to have an extra point. So we'll figure it out. But Charlie Yoder, we have him with 10 points. Elijah Hales with 5. Josh Hostetler with 9. And Nick Rensberger with 14.
Yeah, it's Charlie that has. I have him for an extra point.
I was thinking 9. It might be Charlie, since I know the others are right. So only 4 people scored, 4 starters. Josh started off really well. And then I don't know if I saw him in the game there very much. I don't know if he was in free throw or foul trouble, or I don't think he was. but he didn't play as much in that second quarter that I remember. And so I think we just got to get back to basics. Sometimes when you come out fired up and everything goes your way, you tend to forget a little bit of what got you there. And that's digging in on defense, getting stops, and turning those stops into easy transition baskets, which we did in the first quarter. Second quarter, it seemed to go the other way. I think we forced a lot of shots. They got long rebounds. They got out the other end, and they're quicker than we are, I think, across the board. And they converted on the other end. So, it's a good team. And the coach said they were a good team, and he had watched them on tape a couple of times, so he knew what he was talking about. So we're going to have to come out. We're going to have to play well. It's a long way to go in this game yet.
Sure is. 37-28 at halftime.
I talked about turnovers for us. It seemed like we had 7 in that first half. I mean, it's rare for us to have that many in a game.
It is.
And fortunately, Central Noble had 11. So kind of a sloppy first half in a lot of regards for two teams that are older and typically don't do that. And I thought ours weren't really forced by their defense. They were just trying to have the perfect pass instead of make the easy pass. We had, Central Noble had 10 assists on they have 12 field goals, 10 assists on 12 field goals. That's an excellent ratio. And we had 9 assists on 13 field goals. For the game, let's see. Free throws were 7 for 9. Three-pointers were 4 for 11. And overall, 13 for 26. So we shot 50% in the first half. Central Noble shot 12 for 28 for 43%. And they were 4 for 6 from the free throw line. So the numbers show that we have a slight edge, and we do on the scoreboard as well. Rebounding, which we talked about as one of the keys coming in here, and we have out-rebounded Central Noble 15-12. So not a huge discrepancy, but we are doing better, I believe, in not allowing them to get offensive rebounds. So, they have some length. I think that we're finding that they're blocking out pretty well, too. I don't remember a lot of offensive rebounds out there for us, and I think that might be a point of emphasis in the locker room to try to get to the basket and get a few putbacks.
One of the shocking things to me in that first half was their baskets in transition, which we don't see a whole lot against Westview, but they had at least a couple and maybe 3 in that first half.
I didn't watch every possession that they got that, but it seems like whoever shoots the ball for us, the guy guarding him takes off. And we're there admiring our shot, and they're down on the other end waiting on the ball.
I don't think that's going to happen in the second half, though. I think they were probably reminded of that in the locker room.
I think between the, 8 eyes over there of the coaching staff, I think one of those would have caught that in the first half.
I would think so. Congratulations to Mary Miller, who's our pizza winner tonight. And the question was, how many times has Westview been undefeated in the Northeast Corner Conference during the regular season? And it was 13 times, and Mary Miller was called in the correct answer and won the pizza. So congratulations, Mary. You get a large one-topping pizza at no charge from Shipsy Pizza, and we will send that certificate to you.
Wasn't that the answer to the last question?
13? Yeah, I guess we got a theme
That's incredible.
going here. Yeah, really. Westview will start the second half with the basketball. Hales with it. He'll bring it out front on the dribble. Looks like the same starting lineups. Yes, I believe so.
Central Noble tried to catch us off balance there with a quick trap. Got out of that and then almost turned it over.
Hales with it. He'll back it out, give it to Rensberger.
Central Noble is doing a lot better job of taking away what we want to do.
Yeah,
and
they
so
are.
We've got to be patient and keep working because we'll get a good shot if we wait on it. But we like to score. We like to score quick.
Charlie with a long 3 misses. Central Noble was crashing the boards. I'm surprised they didn't call over the back of any of those guys, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay in the possession of Westview as Hales will trigger it in for the Warriors. Inside, Rensberger puts it up too hard off the glass, but good quick hands by Hales to get it back. Josh with a 3 again, and his 4th 3 tonight.
I'm not sure what we do without him tonight.
No kidding.
He'd probably be behind.
All of his points have come from beyond the arc. 40-28 now, Westview up by 12. Sawyer Yoder in the paint. And he's called for traveling, took an extra step as he went down the lane.
Yeah, there was a foul there, but that was after the travel.
A little over a minute into the third quarter. Hales bounce passes it down low to Rensberger. Nick pulls it out on the wing.
I noticed they're a lot closer to Nick right now than they were in the first half.
Yeah, they're respecting his shooting ability now. Tipped in underneath by Charlie. And we have a foul's going to be called on Central Noble.
See that he's not even listed as in the game right now, but I think that's his third. And I think they're all three charging, aren't they?
I think you're right.
Well,
Yep.
Dennis is kind of sneaky that way. He gets in front of people and.
Yep, Deck has 3. Hales across the timeline on a pass to Josh Hostetler to Yoder, and he gets it out of trouble.
Well, we got it.
Yeah, fortunately got it out far enough to where there was a Warrior player in Hales, and now we have a traveling violation, so it'll be a turnover on Westview. Another turnover.
Well, with a veteran team and good ball handlers, you wouldn't expect that. Ours have been mostly, well, that might be the first travel, but just trying to thread the pass through a zone or a box.
Yeah, we haven't had very many travel. Well, we did, though, a couple in that first quarter, I believe. A lot of them have been just errant
One thing
passes.
that's a little different tonight with our passing is we're passing over people that are 6'4" and long. The other night against Northwood, they were all relatively short.
Yeah, very good point. Caps drives it, puts it up, no good. Tipped up, almost tipped in by Yoder, Sawyer Yoder.
Yeah, he's a heck of an athlete.
He is. Josh cross courts it, almost intercepted. Rensberger gets it back. Strong move to the basket, but he misses. Loose on the floor, and now we have a whistle, and what's it going to be?
I think they got a foul on Central Noble.
They
Pushing
did.
from behind on Yoder.
That'll be his second. Hales inbounding underneath the Warrior hoop off to the right. Another timeout called by Coach Ridley, or Bodie rather.
That's their third timeout or fourth? Third.
42-28 is our score.
30-second one. So I think what we're trying to do this half is pound it in to Nick. I think, he's not finished the last few. I think that's where you'll see an improvement in him as he plays a little bit more and gets that feel for absorbing contact and finishing.
He went strong to the hoop on that last shot.
I think our advantage in this game is down low, and we have to take advantage of that. It's really easy for kids, no matter how old they are, to get in love with three-pointers and the perimeter game because it looks good. But it seems like we're really focused on going inside this half.
Hales, a little bit of trouble getting it in, gets it into Nick Rensberger. Josh Osteller now to Elijah Hales. Back to Rensberger. He'll go down low on the left side to Charlie. Fall-away jumper is no good. And the rebound's pulled down by Sawyer Yoder. Yoder brings it up, tries to drive it down the lane, gives it off to Caps, left side now to Zolman. Zolman goes left side to Yoder. Top of the circle to Allwine. Allwine hits Caps.
The scouting report on Allwine was in their last game. He only attempted against Angola 1 shot.
Wow. So he's an assist man?
Or he just didn't shoot that game.
Bros shots, no good from the corner right side. Josh Ostettler pulls down the rebound. Down low to Charlie. Gets it out of trouble to Rensberger. Another shot from the baseline, short by Nick, and we have a whistle and a foul. It's going to be called on Westview. It's going to be Dennis Wingard. Oh, Yoder?
So almost 4 minutes in, we've scored 2 baskets. Central Noble hadn't scored yet.
Right. 42-38.
We're not on pace for 100 anymore. Let's
No,
just say
we're
that.
not. Definitely not. Pass inside to Yoder, and he's called for traveling again.
That's where as he gets a little older and stronger, he'll hold his ground better on that.
Yeah, he's only a sophomore.
Whenever you got a guy that's a really good athlete and a really good shooter, that's a great starting point.
Sure is. And he's got some pretty decent size.
Gonna run a set play here.
Bounce pass down low to Charlie, goes to the basket, misses, puts it back up, misses, but he's fouled and he'll be shooting 2. Foul's going to go on Allwine.
Well, it almost feels like we're not playing that well, but yeah, we look up, we're up 14.
I know, that's exactly what I was thinking, yeah. Shot by Charlie is good.
Central Noble's kind of uglied it up a little bit in the sense they're really making it tough for us to get easy baskets. And sometimes, we do the same thing on the other end, and so maybe the game's not as fun to watch when that happens.
True. Spins it out on that one, but Nick with an offensive board misses, has it knocked away. Josh Ostetler in the hustle grabs it. Underneath, good pass on the back door, but Dennis can't get it to go. Good hustle by Rensberger. Now to Hales. Hales to Dennis Winger down low. Top, he'll come to Hales. Hales down the lane. Fall away jumper from the right side short. Baseball pass up court off the carom by Deck. He hits Caps. He misses a shot, or a Segian rather. Now Hales behind the back pass underneath. Oh, good work. Charlie just can't get it to go. Gets another offensive board. And now we have, traveling violation on Charlie.
Well, there's no use getting upset. We're playing hard. We're doing our best. Shots just aren't going in.
And we got a decent lead.
We're getting good shots. We just can't
can't get them to drop.
Things go in cycles. All of a sudden we'll get hot and hit about 6 in a row.
3:10 to go in the third quarter. Jumper by Zolman is good. It'll be 10 now for Zolman. Charlie Yoder, long 3 is short. Chased down by Allwine. Allwine up court now. That's Esigian.
I don't think Coach liked that last shot by Charlie. It was one pass and about a 23-footer.
Sawyer Yoder coming back in now. Foul was called on Westview's Josh Hostetler, and that's his 3rd. Pass inside to Yoder, misses short, fakes, puts it up. He's fouled by Litweiler, but the shot doesn't go, so Sawyer Yoder will have 2 shots coming his way from the free throw line. 13-point lead for Westview.
Well, we need somebody out there that's going to, I won't say we're flustered, but we're a little frustrated right now. Our shots aren't falling, and we can't seem to pull away like we expect to. We need somebody to just step up and calm everybody down.
Yoder guns it in for the free throw line. He has 5. 3 team fouls each in this second half. Second shot is good by Yoder. Westview by 11. They have the basketball with 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Litweiler out front, gives to Hales. Back to Litweiler.
There's really no need for us to be in a hurry to score. We got an 11-point lead. Again, a very difficult pass. I mean, that's just a tough catch, turning sideways.
Another turnover on Westview. 2:20 now to go in the third quarter. 43-32 is our score. With the ball is Caps. Tries to get it inside to Sawyer, and he's fouled. Rensberger will come back in now for Westview. Foul goes against Litweiler, his 2nd. Rather his 3rd. And Drew will come out along with Dennis Wingard. Coming in, of course, as I mentioned, Nick Rensberger, and Josh comes back in as well. But the ball is Deck, bounce passes it right side to Ridley Zolman, and he throws it away. Nick Rensberger chases it down, gets the pass to Hales. Elijah goes left side to Jordan Schrock. Hales with it now. Bounce passes it to Rensberger, then a handoff. We go right side to Yoder, back to Hales. Down low to Charlie on the baseline. Fakes, he won't take the shot this time. Now Hales will drive it to the hole. He puts it up and good.
Yeah, I think it's time for Elijah to start being aggressive out there offensively.
Shot's no good, but tipped in by Zolman.
Yeah, they missed a charge on that one.
Yeah, they sure did. Good pass to Josh, and we have a foul now against Central Noble's Connor Esigian.
See, who was it that made that last basket?
Down here?
Yes.
I think it was, I marked it down. It was Zolman, yeah. He tipped it in. Shot by Charlie's long. Rebound, Rensberger to put back goes.
Well, he got one to go. That'll break the ice, hopefully.
16 now for Nick tonight.
Boy,
long
they shoot
three.
it quick.
Air ball. Loose on the floor, picked up by Zolman, and the three is good. His third three tonight. 10-point ball game again at 47-37.
They got no conscience, do they?
No, they do not.
I guess they got nothing to fear.
Charlie, good aggressive work underneath by Charlie. Finally gets that basket. And a foul. Charlie with 14 now. Chance to add to that, and he does.
Coach Yoder calling out the play Central Noble setting up.
Zolman. We'll get it to Caps. 25 seconds to go in the quarter.
Looks like they're going for one shot here. Give everybody a chance to breathe a little bit.
That's right. 13-point lead for Westview. 10 seconds now to go in the quarter. Zolman makes a move. He'll give it to Caps. Caps drives all the way in, puts it up. Can't get the shot to fall, but he's fouled by Jordan Schrock. Jordan picks up his first foul tonight.
Yeah, Jordan was just he didn't see it coming quite quick enough and get in proper position there.
Carson Caps at the free throw line, a 5'11" senior. He has 3 points tonight. And now 4 as he hits that free throw. 6.2 seconds show on the clock here at Westview.
I don't think there'll be many teams we play in conference that have the offensive capability that Central Noble has.
I agree. Fairfield maybe?
Yeah, I haven't seen them play, but they might. But I doubt they got the height and the scoring.
Well, that's true. Hale's all the way down. They let him go, and there he goes. Beautiful drive.
That's an easy way to do it.
Good finish to the third quarter for Westview. And our score after 3, Westview 52, Central Noble 39. And we'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this.
Have you ever been unpleasantly surprised by a purchase and wish you had done more investigation before buying? Gold Key Home Inspections is here to help give you peace of mind about one of your largest investments, your home. Our inspectors are trained to expertly evaluate all aspects of your potential home and give you information to use in making an informed decision. Don't gamble on your future. Give Gold Key Home Inspections a call today to set up your appointment.
And we're back at Westview High School. 3 quarters of the book here. Westview leads it 52-39 after 3.
Well, Central Noble has only played, 2 games this year?
Yep.
Their last one was 8 days ago, November 30th.
Yeah, it was at the end of November.
So they've had a whole week to prepare for us. We've had 1 day.
That's true.
And that makes a difference.
Yes, it does.
And they've come in with a good game plan. They're athletic. They're hitting their shots. And we have uncharacteristically turned it over more than normal. And we've scuffled on a lot of short shots lately. And Zolman can't hardly miss.
Yeah, he's really turned it on here in the second half.
Up to 15 points.
Travel on Westview, so it'll be another turnover on the Warriors. 52-41. Central Noble trailing by 11 with the basketball. Caps out front. He'll feed Deck. Deck to Sawyer Yoder. They'll swing it around to Segian. At the free throw line was Deck. He goes left side, and driving in was Caps. Can't get it to go. Josh Hostetler with the rebound. Pass up court to Charlie. He goes inside and draws the contact. No whistle.
Yeah,
and
good no call that time. I think the ref anticipated the guy flopping, and he did.
Pretty much. 54-41, 13-point lead again for Westview. Shot missed underneath by Allwine. Rebound to Nick Rensberger.
Now it's their time to miss some layups.
Charlie fakes the three. Oh, they call him for traveling. I didn't see it.
I think they're seeing things now. That wasn't even close to a travel, in my opinion.
I think coach agreed. Deck. Yoder. Caps now with it. Zolman. Quick three from the top of the perimeter. Rebound Josh Hostetler. Inside. Nick. Good pass from Hales.
Good toughness that time by Josh to get that rebound.
18 now for Nick. Caps. And he travels.
Sometimes referees get on a kick. Tonight
Yeah,
they're
they
on
do.
the traveling kick. I don't know if most of these are even travels. Either way, I mean, come on.
We've seen a lot of traveling violations called tonight, no doubt. Hales goes right side to Josh Hostetler. Pass inside to Rensberger. He'll bring it back outside to Wingard. Good ball movement. Inside pass to Josh. Puts it on the floor once. Misses. Hales skies for the rebound, and he puts it back up and good. Hales is turning into an animal here in this second half.
Well, it helps to have 6'4" guys at 3 or 4 positions.
No kidding. Charlie with the steal. He'll bring it all the way down into the lane and then go left side with it. Cross court to Hales. Hales out front to Josh. Inside, Charlie's double teamed. He'll get it out of trouble, and Rensberger puts up the shot from the side, no good. Loose on the floor, Zolman gets it out of trouble as he pushes it over to Sawyer Yoder. Yoder hands to Zolman. In the corner, it'll go to Caps, back to Yoder on the wing.
Another travel.
Yeah, they didn't call that way. Wingard with the rebound. Hales for 3, and he hits. Finally. First 3 of the night for Elijah.
Well, he's a little more tired now, so his natural shooting is coming through.
And the lead up to 20 now, 61-41, and we have a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout here. We'll be back right after this short break.
Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is capable of performing a wide variety of common home maintenance and remodeling services. We can help you with everything from garbage disposal installation to fixing a leaky faucet. We work in the kitchen, the bathroom, the attic, the garage, and anywhere else that might need attention. With help from Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, you know that you'll be receiving quality work from a fully trained, licensed, and insured professional. Call us today at 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
28.
And we're back at Westview. After the timeout, 5 minutes exactly shows on the clock here at Westview.
A lot of other games in the area tonight. Really, the only one that affects us, East Noble has beaten Huntington North 47-36. I did see the other night that Northridge beat them.
Yeah, I was shocked.
That was an impressive win by Northridge.
But we were impressed with Northridge, though. I think
Yeah, I thought
they'll have a decent season.
And they've had a pretty tough early schedule, too.
Yes, they do. Caps with the basketball. He'll get it to Deck. Deck drives it, puts it up and good. 6 now for Deck.
Up until that play, I think our defensive half has been a lot better in catching being ready for the shooter. That time he just made a good move.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like Central Noble was in that box and one or something at the beginning, but they
did have some possessions of that. Yeah, I don't know.
They've stayed in man ever since, I think, though, haven't they? I haven't seen them do any changes.
I would agree.
Inside pass to Charlie off his body. He'll recover and get it back out front eventually to Hales. Now to Josh Ostetler.
Yeah, really no need to force anything here.
Ball knocked away from behind by Lucas Deck.
Dennis was open by about 10 feet under the basket that time. But when you're getting double and triple teamed, it's hard to see sometimes.
Yeah, that's for sure. Bounce pass from Wingard into Hales. Hales drives it into the paint. What? Offensive foul on Hales?
These referees, I don't know. I hate to criticize too much, but they're trying to take the game over, in my opinion. What's that, the 6th offensive foul they've called tonight? And
yeah, I didn't see that. 61-43, Westview by 18 and a travel. Carson Caps hopped a little bit. Westview inbounding. Hales will bring it across the timeline.
Looks like we're going spread early here.
3 minutes and 40 seconds left, 37 seconds. Wingard hands it off to Charlie. Charlie drives it down the paint, lobs it inside to Rensberger, and he'll put up the high percentage shot.
That's a man down there putting that layup up. Wow.
20 now for Nick. Pretty impressive second game of the season for Nick Rensberger. A traveling violation called against Central Mobile's Lucas Deck.
I remember a game, I don't know how many years ago it was.
Hales took over that time.
And it was Central Noble that almost every move they made got called a travel. And I felt bad for them. I thought they weren't even travels.
Oh, man. And now we have an offensive foul called against Zolman.
Well, I guess if they're going to call it one way, they got to call it the other.
That's right. That was a little bit more obvious than one against Hales. But Coach Bodie is still giving the referee an earful down here.
As a kid runs through the middle
Right,
there and stops the pass.
I thought she was going to grab that ball on the inbound pass. Hales with it. Hands it off to Charlie, way out front. He'll take it to the free throw line, then right to the hoop and puts it in. Quickly up court, Caps. Long range three by Asigi and the freshman. Sawyer Yoder gets a rebound way out front, puts it up. No, but he's fouled.
Coach wanted an offensive foul that time, and he's probably right. He led with his shoulder that time and whacked Elijah in the jaw.
Pretty quiet crowd tonight.
It really is. You know, sometimes we've always found over the years that when you have homecoming, just something about it throws everybody off.
That's like
the timing of the players. It's never a favorite night. I'll just say that of the coaching staff.
That is strange.
Yeah, the crowd's sitting there an extra 20 minutes, and they're getting antsy. The JV game was pretty long.
Right,
because all the fouls.
Yep.
We've had a lot of fouls here tonight. That's kind of broken the rhythm a little bit.
Yeah, good point. It's it's almost I think that does make a difference though, because you have that little lull there.
Looks like there are a lot of them headed out to warm up the buggies too.
Yeah, they're filing out of here from the top.
Well, we are up 23 with 2.5 minutes to go.
60.
Be nice to finish this off strong and get it above 25 or 30.
Hales isn't letting up. It's another one. So now Elijah with 18. Jumper inside the lanes, no good. Hales skies for the rebound. And now we have a reach-in foul.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Really?
Just let him play.
Holy moly. Hales picks up his third.
Well, our big three tonight have 20, 19, and 18 points.
Not too bad.
Not bad.
Too shabby. Bros with it. He'll go left side to Reese Weiss, junior. Went up front to Christopher. There's a steal by Nick. And he is hammered underneath. Nick Allwine gets in there and commits his 4th foul.
He gets down the floor in a hurry for 240
Is that a shooting
pounds.
foul, do you think? I mean, a 2-shot foul, I should say.
Oh, flagrant, you mean?
No, just
intentional.
it was, yeah. He was shooting and.
Oh, come on, Nick. Well, it'd be nice to at least hit 70.
Yeah, it would be. Only 1 to go. I think we will. Couple more into the lineup for Central Noble. Ryan Schroeder, maybe Schrader, depends on how their family pronounces it. Second shot misses. Wingard with a rebound offensively. He gets it to Nick. Good pass underneath to Dennis. And he rewards him for that rebound. 71-44, so we did hit 70. With the ball is Schroeder. And that is Christopher. He'll bounce pass it inside at Thompson, and Thompson puts it in. Now Westview's going to clear its bench.
Here's where the guys on the bench are saying, come on, somebody foul, throw it out of bounds, something, so the clock will stop.
Then they're going to call timeout. I think Coach Hales might have called that because Rob was busy down talking to his team.
Yeah, just to
get the guys in. So we're going to have Brandenburgers coming in. Burkett's coming in.
Got
Lyndon Miller.
Blake's
Luke
in there.
Miller. Blake's in there. I think I got them all now. Blake Egley with the ball. He'll bounce, pass it down to Brandenburger, and it's knocked out of bounds. Tim Brandenburger, 6'3" sophomore. Blake Egley will inbound in front of his own bench. He'll get it into Burkett. Mason Yoder will check in if there's a stoppage. Another JV player, freshman. Blake Egley. And that's Luke Miller, not a Lyndon Miller. Or vice versa, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to remember.
Thompson with the steal, and then Egley steals it right back. Blake gets it out of trouble to Burkett. We're down to 12 seconds now to go in this ball game. Westview will stay undefeated, and Central Noble will pick up their first loss of the season. And they'll just let the clock run out as the Warriors advance to 5-0 on the season. 2-0 now in the conference, and Central Noble drops to 2-1 overall and 1-1 in the Northeast Corner Conference as the Warriors win tonight by a score of 71-46 over Central Noble. And we'll be back with more from Westview right after this 30-second timeout.
When you're turning your house into a home, your furniture plays a big part in the finished product. You'll love the finished products at Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana. Come see the Weaver family. They will work with you to find a piece that fits your needs, or they'll have it custom built just for you. Weaver Furniture Sales is located just south of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana. Visit their website at weaverfurnituresales.com.
And we're back at Westview High School, getting the scoring ready.
Good performance tonight by Westview. I wouldn't say it was our best. You know, we kind of scuffled in the second and third quarters a little bit. Missed a lot of open shots. I don't know how many layups that rattled out tonight. But all in all, it's still a 25-point win over what's probably, I hate to say it, I haven't seen everybody, but they're probably the second best team in the conference.
Oh, probably.
Or Fairfield.
Yeah, I mean,
I would think
I would
one
have
or the
said
other
Angola would be up in there, but not after.
Well, this team beat Angola at Angola, so
right.
At least for that game they proved they were better. But Angola's close to them, and that'll be a tough game too. So I think those 4 teams are probably at the top. Lakeland might be up there as well. But for Westview tonight, individual scoring. Dennis Winger got a layup there in the last couple minutes to finish with 2 points. Charlie had 19. Elijah got fired up in the second half and ended up with 18. Josh Hostetler had 12. 4 3-pointers. So I think he was 4 for 5 from 3.
Yeah.
And Nick Rensberger, 10 last game, 20 tonight. So that's a massive improvement.
30, or no, it'd be 40 next game. Then,
yeah,
right?
If he doubles that next game, I think we should be okay against, see, who is it we play next?
Angola. Yep.
So we had 1, 2, 3, only 5 players score tonight, and they all starters. So we did not have any bench points tonight. For Central Noble, Jacob Rose had 2 points, Nick Allwine had 2 points, Lucas Deck had 6, Connor Asigian had 5, Sawyer Yoder had 6. Their leading scorer, Zolman, ended up with 17, and Carson Capps, number 15, a senior, added 5. So good second half. We held them to 18 points in the second half after they got that many in the second quarter.
Yeah.
I think that was the emphasis in the locker room would have been my guess. And so we don't have final stats yet. They may be coming. I would like to see our shooting percentage because I wonder if we finished above 50%. We were at 50% at halftime, and then we missed multiple layups in the third quarter.
Yeah, we did.
And so
made up for it a little bit in the fourth quarter, I think. We were getting some shots right underneath the basket, and they were falling.
Yeah, and Elijah got hot and then hit a 3 and a couple 2s and layups. Well, there he is. Brian does an awesome job bringing us stats.
He sure does.
Let's see, for the game, we finished 28 of 58 for 48%. So not bad,
nope.
But it was under 50%. For the game, we were 6 for 16 from 3. Not a great shooting performance out there. And 9 of 14 from the free throw line. But again, third quarter, we outscored them 15-11, and the big quarter was the fourth where we outscored them 19-7. And I think we kind of just wore them down a little bit. Our size, our strength. We got a lot more offensive rebounds in that fourth quarter. I think they were getting tired of blocking us out, and we took advantage of that. So 4 guys in double figures, 20, 19, 18, and 12. And kind of what you would expect with 3 seniors and a junior leading the way right there. Our turnovers, we had, 7 in the first half?
Right.
So we ended with 16, which I can't remember the last game we had 16 turnovers. And Central Noble had 20. So they outdid us there.
Yeah.
And that'll be something both coaches, I think, will go over in practice. So rebounding, I think there was the edge, 36-19. So we dominated the backboards, which I would expect us to do.
Right.
We're bigger, we're stronger, and we emphasize it all the time in practice. Assists, not a whole lot of assists in the second half. I think, how many did Central Noble have in the first half? I think they had, I got them right here in front of me. I should look. They had 10 and only had 1 assist in the second half.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So what that tells me is our defensive ball pressure was better. They weren't getting as easy of passes.
Yeah.
So we clogged the lanes a little bit. Or we had 9 in the first half, ended with 13. So we only had 4 in the second half. So just a little bit different half overall. So Central Noble ended shooting 18 for 49 for 36.7%. Only 4 for 17 from 3. So that was key. And so we outshot them, out-rebounded them, out-assisted them, and under-turnovered them, if that's a phrase.
Under-turnover. Hey, that's good. To remember that
so the like in golf, the lower number wins.
There you go.
So a good performance overall. That's just a solid team. It really is.
Yeah,
They're not going to be easy.
I was impressed.
They're not going to be easy to beat for anybody. Elijah does as good a job as anybody I know on defense, and he still had 17 points.
Well, you brought up a good point before the game started, and we might have not even been on the air, but you said that they had a lot of athletes. Just watching them warm up, and you were absolutely correct. They've got some impressive athletes out there, and they're well coached. So, they could be tough, especially when the sectional rolls around.
Yeah, I was looking at some records this week, and LaVille's 5-0 again.
Yeah, I saw that.
So they've now won 28 out of 29 games. They only lost to us in sectional.
Yeah.
And by the way, this makes, I was looking also at our record, going back to Charlie's freshman year, about mid-season, we got on a run, and we've now won 43 out of 47 games.
Wow.
So including half of that year, all of last year, and then a 5-0 start to this year.
That's impressive.
Yeah, 43 out of 47. That ought to be some trivia question to see if we've ever had a stretch like that.
Better write that down.
And we may not have, because last year we set all kinds of records for winning percentage, number of wins, and combine that with 5-0 this year. We've had some really good teams, but I'm not sure we've ever had that quite of a stretch. I know our state championship team was 25-3.
That was
so depending when the loss occurred and all that, it might be close.
Yeah,
in that stretch.
It's a great streak, though.
Maybe that'll be our trivia question down the road.
Yeah, because that'll test whoever is listening at this point.
That's right. They'll start looking it up right now.
Yeah, really. Well, we're glad you could join us here tonight for our streamcast of this basketball game as Westview stays undefeated on this season and goes to 5-0. And they are still undefeated in the conference at 2-0. Another conference game coming up next Friday over at Angola, and we hope we'll see you over at Angola for that game. But if not, you can join us here at LaguanaMedia.com. Once again, the final score here tonight, Westview 71 and Central Noble 46. And tonight's game was brought to you by these are the following business sponsors: the Blue Gate Restaurant in Shipshewana, Mike's Automotive Service in Topeka, by Fur May Funeral Home in LaGrange. Also by Height Auto Body in LaGrange, Topeka Do It Best Hardware, and Topeka Pharmacy. Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, Weaver Furniture in Shipshewana, Jerry Standard in Middlebury, by the Hometown Treasure, by Yoder Insurance in Shipshewana, by Quality Floor in Topeka. Also by Frontline Auto Tech in Shipshewana, by Yoder's Shipshewana Hardware, by Troyer Saddlery. And our halftime trivia contest is brought to you by Shipshe Pizza. And by the way, the winner of that pizza tonight was Mary Miller. Congratulations to her. Our individual sponsors were Dan and Dawn Byler, John and Leslie Cook, Tim and Donna Height, Jerry and Fran Hostetler, Josiah and Candace Parker, Jim and Liz Stump, Tim and Kim Taylor, and Roger and Esther Wingen. So for our camera operator, Eric Hart, for our engineer tonight, Justin Geigley, and color commentator, Jamie Miller, this is Jerry Hostetler. Good night, everyone.